the lady was very frustrated, and she was like, "Why were you late?" And I told them, I'm very sorry, but I've never been on this side of town. I was really back and forth at the same place, just trying to look for the office, but I'm really glad I'm here now." So we got into the interview, and I was asked, have you ever been to one of our branches?
The conversation continues. So I've understood the whole aspect of you doing what? You doing data collection.
Data collection.
During the holidays?
During the holidays, yeah. And so I did data collection. And because the data collection gigs were not as many, I would also do like high school teaching. So I would go to like a school and teach them maths and chemistry.
Have you been paid?
So now, payments. Because I was a student, right? I would have an agreement like, okay, we're going to pay you this. And then it ends up, you're not paid that. Yeah. But for me, it was just the passion to teach. And it used to be like boarding schools for girls. And for me, the passion was just to get them excited about the topics that they consider hard, like mathematics, chemistry.
Wow.
And I would go and teach, and literally teach, and you know, just get them excited about this and teach them like this. It's not as hard as you'd think.
Or so we think.
Yeah. So the excitement for me as a young person was just transferring that skill to them. And these are high school, you know.
Did you ever go back to your high school? Or no?
I did at some point. Yes, I did at some point. Actually, before I went to uni, I went back to my high school. I had an aunt who was living in she still is, so, living in the States, and she had sent me application forms for Harvard. And by the time I was getting the forms, I had such a short time, but I had to go back to high school, fill some things and all that. So I remember I did went back to high school, and going back is just a feeling of they had to announce that this is the one who got an A in maths. Like that A really mattered.
Yeah.
You know? Yes. So I did go back, and for people to see you after the results, it's a different feeling. Yeah, they're saying it's possible, and here it is. It's possible. So yeah. I did. It was super amazing. I did my application for Harvard, although I didn't get it because I didn't get to fill out. I believe there was one more test that I needed to do, but the timing was just not
like
working.
SAT's kind.
Yes, the SAT. That was the test. I didn't do that one, but everything else I had failed. Yeah. Because again, remember, the dream was international, not, and I was still looking forward to that. Yeah.
Okay. So transition me out of university then.
So uni, during my, not summer break, but during my long break, I am working. But I'm working this short gigs, data collection here and there. I'm doing whatever just keeps me engaged and keeps me busy. I'm also with my sisters as well, because we only get to see each other. Remember, I was in boarding school, and then now I'm in uni, which is a totally different area. Then my other sister is in boarding school. And then my smaller sister, who is in school, is with my mom. But
and
my mom is
primary.
She's in primary. My mom is also at work. So it's we're living separately. So this is also time for family and for us to connect and to just laugh about things. So yes, there's that. Uni goes on well, and I finish uni, and so my last time at uni was in 2013 April. That was the last. So I finished uni.
2013 April.
Yes, I finished uni, and now I'm out of uni, and I am hot in the market.
Are you in Nairobi?
I'm in Nairobi.
But where are you staying then?
So I had a long distance relative based on blood, like by blood, not by marriage, relations by marriage, was living in Nairobi. So I had to request, can I stay here a little bit, as I just do my job applications before I go back to Nakuru.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Nairobi because I don't want to go back and just rest back home. I want to finish all my applications because I've just finished school, and then I can do what? I can come back to Nairobi because opportunities were much more in Nairobi than compared to Nakuru.
And had you been called to apply for some opportunities? Had you seen opportunities?
Now is when I'm starting to talk to some people, right? And I remember a relative had visited my aunt, and she was like, why don't you apply to INSCO? I was like, where is INSCO? What do they do? And so I applied to INSCO. I went to the post office, right, along this main Tomboya Street, right? Went to the post office, put in my application, and I waited for response. So I got a response for an interview. It was almost immediate, actually, because within a week they had called me and told me, come for an interview. They're looking for a branch manager. Yes, they're looking for a branch manager. And remember, this time I have my CV, Richie. I have a CV.
Yes, it has work experience and school.
It does.
Yeah.
It does work experience as well, and school. So I have my CV, and they told me, because I had just written a general application. They told me we have a branch manager. We are starting a new INSCO. So the entire INSCO is Galitos, Pizza Inn.
Yeah.
They had opened a new one.
So that's what INSCO is.
Yes, yes.
Where the pizza in, the creamy.
Yes, the company is called INSCO.
What?
Yes.
Hold on, that's big.
Yes. So they called me and they were like, we're looking for a branch manager. Come for an interview.
This has nothing to do with statistics.
Nothing to do. I just sent a general application.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. This is my first interview. Remember the first job I didn't get an interview. I just joined the bandwagon. But this is my first interview. I go into the interview, but the location. Remember my lack of familiarity with Nairobi?
Yeah.
The location, the office was located along Mombasa Road. Right? And I've never been past Mombasa Road. I've never been past Haile Selassie.
You've never been on Mombasa Road. Call it that. You've been on Wayaki Way.
I've been on just a roundabout, and that's it. So, okay, I'm getting instructions on how to get there. And the office is not... It wasn't branded or anything. It was just a very small office, and right there it's written INSCO. So I kept on going back and forth looking for it, but it was such a very small marking. So I got there. Interviews had already started, so I just stayed there and until my time. And I remember walking in, and the lady was very frustrated, and she was like, "Why were you late?" And I told them, "I'm very sorry, but I've never been on this side of town. I was really back and forth at the same place, just trying to look for the office, but I'm really glad I'm here now." So we got into the interview, and I was asked, have you ever been to one of our branches? And I have never been to a pizza inn. I'd never been into one of their branches. No.
Wow.
And they were even more frustrated. But I'd never been into any of their branches, not because, I didn't want to, but I'm coming from Nakuru. We don't have this, outlets in Nakuru. Every penny I had was going towards me saving and me making sure that everything else is running. I didn't have
Pizzas, Galito is a luxury.
money. That was such a luxury. That was such a luxury, Richie.
Wow.
And I felt, should I have been? I felt, okay, if this is a deal breaker, then yeah, I haven't been, but do I have what it takes? Yes. But yeah, I didn't get the role, and I was so disappointed in myself for never having stepped into one of their outlets.
Wow.
And not because I had a choice and I didn't, but because I couldn't afford it. But I couldn't let them know. Yeah.
Ouch.
Because as I'm speaking, there's a disconnect with how you're speaking and you not ever being into the branch. So yeah, I was very disappointed. I went back to Nakuru, traveled back home.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to go back to the base. Yeah.
And when you're going back to the base, are you feeling like, what's the word? I don't want, hopeless. You've attained the thing. You've succeeded in the degree.
Yeah.
But now the degree is supposed to be there to get you the job. But now you're not.
Yeah. So I feel
The
like
degree is supposed to get you out of the base.
out of the base, yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm going back to the base. But even as I'm going, I know it's temporarily because I need to get through that disappointment, right? And then get things right. So I arrived in Nakuru, and I had a friend in campus, and she was due to graduate together with us. However, she had one unit she had not completed. So she calls me and she's like, Ciddy, where are you? I'm like, I just arrived in Nakuru. What's up? And she tells me, I want you to send your CV to this person. They asked me to send my CV, but I haven't graduated. So I want you to send yours instead of mine because they need a CV. So Richie, I just opened my laptop and sent. My profile was very ready. And remember, I just arrived at Nakuru. Just that night,
Yeah.
I sent my CV to this gentleman who was the mentee to somebody who was working at Ipsos.
No way.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
Have you seen the way I've set up?
and a week later, I'm getting a call. You're invited for an interview. I'm like, wait, what? They're like, yeah, we're inviting you for an interview. It's at Ipsos Limited. Do you know where we are? Do you know our location? No, I need to know your location. She gave me all the location. I was writing it down, dot by dot, right?
Were they in James Gishuru at the time?
James Gishuru, yes.
Okay.
Yes. She told me James Gishuru, when you get to,
Lavington Mall.
Odeon. When you get to Odeon, get bus number, was it 48A?
Yes.
Yes, I guess get a matatu number 48A and then get to James Gishuru. When you're there, get this. And then I follow the instructions to the T. This time round, I am not getting lost in Nairobi.
And at this time, you're in Nakuru.
I'm in Nakuru. Yes, I'm in Nakuru. So I quickly turn around, go back to Nairobi, go back to the same relative where I was staying. And I'm like, I have a job interview. I have another job interview. So I quickly go look for, I need a dress for the interview. I need to be presentable for the interview. And on the interview day, Richie, I was 1 hour early.
You ain't about to mess up this time.
Nope. Whether I get lost, I have enough time to recover. Enough time.
Isn't it amazing how experience teaches you?
Oh, yes.
Had you not gone through that other one, you would not have been doing these things.
No.
Asking for directions.
Yes. So I get there. I'm an hour early and I'm looking at, oh my God, it's a lot of people who have applied for this job. They had a lot of applicants. And I'm like, okay, I'm monitoring competition. Okay, this is competition. And at the same time, we're also chatting up with some people like, hey, what time is your interview? Okay, mine is at this. They looked at me like, yours is at what? It's at 10 and you're here, it's 8:30. Like, yes. Yeah, I need to calm myself and I need to be here early. Yeah, so did first round of interview and then I got called in for second round of interview.
Oh, nice.
Second round of interview is aptitude test. Now, second round of interview, we were not as many as the first round. First round, we were a lot. So, because I could tell, because we were arranged by 30 minutes interval, I could tell we were many. Yeah. Second round of interview was just aptitude test. And then in the second round of interview, they told us, oh, we're just looking for 2 people. And we're looking at each other like we are more than the number of people you're looking for. And then now during this second round of interview, I'm getting to see familiar faces, right? Yeah, so I'm getting to see, familiar faces. Then I get to the third, I pass aptitude. Aptitude was a math aptitudes, by the way. It was maths. Without calculator. Yes.
From high school.
It was maths without calculator aptitude test, yes.
Nice.
I remember. So this math is just... It's coming. It's coming along and proving to be very useful. So yes, I have the aptitude test, and then I'm called for the final test. Final test, we were final 5. And the final test is meet up with the MD and the head of research. Yeah, now this is it. They had 2 of the people in the final test were already interns within Ipsos back then. They were already interns. So I was like, they are already having an added advantage, right? 2 of the 3 out of the 5 had CPAK. They had already finished their accounting. I had only done 1 and 2, right? And I was like, okay, this is it, final 5, right? And we got to bond, actually, the final 5. We got to really bond. That's why I knew all their experiences. And it was quite interesting. So we get into the room, final 5. I get into this room and I get into the interview and they start interviewing me. And I told them all about my experiences. I gave them about, the comms, their KU experience. I gave them the teaching experience. I gave them the sales experience. And now, I've done statistics and programming and a little bit of accounting. And I remember the head of research asked me, where do you think you should be in media or in research? And I told him research, but everyone else tends to think that I should be in media. Yeah. And I don't know where he got that from actually as well. Like, yeah. And I was like, I need to be in research. It's what I want. It's what I've been doing all along. And yeah, then within the final 5, we made a pact. So this is still in June, because the interview process took time from April, May, June. We've done all these 3 interviews in intervals. So in June, we all agree, you know what? We walked all the way from James Gishuru to Aga Khan.
What?
Yes. That was how the interview had a weight on us. Like we were all just worried, okay, what's the decision gonna be? And by this time we had gone through, level 1, 2, 3 together, so that we had already gotten to know each other, gotten into a very strong bond. And yeah, so we're walking. We went and sat at Aga Khan Walk with our brown envelopes. I don't know why we had brown envelopes anyway, because we had sent our CVs digitally, but we just wanted to be over-prepared, right? And we had an agreement that whoever gets the role, just stay quiet, like don't tell the other. Like we were like, but I want to know at the same time. So yeah, it was a long week of waiting for what's the final decision going to be. A long week of looking at the people that I am with have a lot of talent. They've done so much, and just waiting. Like, would I make it? Because this is now I want this thing so bad.
Yeah.
I want it so bad. This is my second redemption after not, getting the in-school role. So yeah, 1 week passes by, and I got this call. It was always the same lady calling, and it was congratulations. You've gotten the role.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. I don't research. I don't research City. So I'm like everyone else. I don't know if you got it. If it's where you work now, I know, but the rest I don't know.
Yeah. So I got the role, and this is one of those weird ones because it was meant to be my friend applying for it. But because she had not finished one unit, she was like, you send your CV instead of me. So send yours. And I got in.
And you had earlier mentioned that Ipsos was somewhere you wanted to work.
Yes.
Not in school or, not where you got the rejection. Mm-hmm. In fact, that had to do with management. It didn't have to do with the statistics and everything.
No.
It didn't even have to do with your degree.
Nothing, yeah. And this Ipsos was where my entire class wanted.
Oh my God.
Wanted to work, yeah. So everybody who was doing my course, their number one choice was Ipsos.
So of the 5, you're the only one who made it in?
myself and another gentleman, Brian. He was from Moy University. He also got in, so the two of us got in. The other there was one lady who had even CPK, but she didn't get in. However, she later got a role in PwC. Yeah, and then we had another lady who was also a CPK as well and had previous internship experience. She got a job in a bank, and then we had one more gentleman. Yeah, and it was just the five of us, just maintaining contact throughout.
You guys became tight.
We became tight. We actually got into a chama for more than 7 years. Into a chama. Yes. Remember that walk from James Gishuru all the way to Aga Khan Walk?
Yeah.
Did a lot. We bonded so much, and these are strangers that I met in an interview. Yes.
Okay, but on the other side, good news.
Good news. I'm in Ipsos. Didn't understand.
Take a break right there.
Okay.